All right, here we go. You see what we got going on here. It's going to be a big night tonight. We're going to run it right back. We're doing the contrast bath, the hot, the cold, everything in between. It's going to be a sick night because we're testing. We're going to do that, and the idea is that if we do that, will we be more warmed up for these max attempts? Right now in my basement, it's absolutely freezing, so doing these contrast baths is going to force a lot of blood, and it's going to do a couple things. One, it's going to screw my head on because it's super cold, and at the same time, too, it should give me a moment to see what you guys think about some of the attempt numbers. We've got really strong grip people on here, and I always like picking their brains to see what's smart, what isn't smart. So yeah, that's what we've got going on, but let's get into it right now. No time to waste. All right, here we go. We're going to go cold water first. I'm going to fully submerge to here, and it's going to get really cold up and down. It's going to force that blood in. Ready? All right, here we go. Pump, 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 pump. Pump, pump, pump. The whole time I'm in there, I'm just like this. Pump, 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 pump. Pump, 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 pump. Pump those hands, pump those hands. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Gotta go. Pump, 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 pump. Like. This water is absolutely freezing. That's all I can take. So once you've done that, shake it off. Get all that cold water off. We're going to go right into the hot water. Luckily, this is going to suck. Now pump, pump, pump. Like. Pump, 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 pump. Because we came from the cold, our body, our hands, our forearms are a little frozen. So that initial pain from the hot water we're not feeling is starting to add up. Now let's go. But you got to pump it. You got to go like this. You got to show all the surface area. So here we go. Pump, 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 pump. Go. Like. That's one round. Let's hit another. God, that cold water feels amazing now. Flex. Dip. Let's go. Dip. Come on, guys. Let's go tonight. Let's get that big grip. Let's hit that big number. Let's warm this body up. I say that, which is really funny because actually we're in the cold process. Cold. Think about it. That's super cold water. In a moment, we're going to throw some ice in there, right? The ice is going to make sure that we maintain the temperature. Drip it, drop it right in here. Okay, hot water. Go. Pump. Pump those hands. Pump them. Pump. There we go. Like, man. Let's get after it tonight. It's going to be a big night. We're training for the International King Kong Grip event. It's not until October, but there's no time to waste. This water right now is super hot. The problem I have is I've got a couple wounds on my hand. I've got a big cut here we got last week when we were doing grippers. I peeled back some skin the other night when we were doing some revolving handle. So having the water in there doesn't feel good. But I honestly believe by doing this, it's forcing in a lot of blood, and it's going to warm me up. It's going to warm these hands. All right, let's go. Go. Let's go. Come on. Pump. Come on, blood flow. Pump. Like. Let's go. We got to get it. Big night tonight. We're going to do a couple rounds of this. We're going to shake it off. I'm going to show you what it's actually doing to my hands after this. I have pretty pale skin. We're in the winter in Minnesota. St. Paul, Minnesota. It's Jeff Peterson. And watch what happens. After I hit this one, I'll come up to the camera and just look it. We're using the water. Go. Come on. Pump. Like. We're using the water to heat us up and cool us down. What that's doing is bringing in a lot of great blood flow. And that's exactly what we need. My basement down here is freezing. I think it's like 53 degrees, which is absolutely tragic. But by doing these contrast baths, we're going to get as much blood flow as if we were cross-country skiing. All right, I'm going to walk over to the camera. Look at the contrast here. Here we go. Pump these hands, right? The reason why we pump them when we're in there, the whole reason why we do that is to help get the blood flowing. So look at this. Let's start up here. See that? That's my arm. That's a pretty pale arm. But watch as I pull it into frame. You can tell how red that is, right? You're seeing that right before your eyes. That's all the work from that nice hot water. Hot water's here, cold water's there. We pump it in there, we're twisting, opening the hands up, showing the surface here. Now let's look at the left. Come over here, nice and pale, absolutely. Slide down. What do you see? Great. Really red. That's blood. That blood is forced into those hands. There we go, clap it up. We got to dive right back in there, got it? We got to keep this going because we're going to move over. We're going to hit some max grip attempts in a little bit. How's everybody feeling tonight? Let's start with the hot water this time. Sound good? Where are you guys from? I'm St. Paul, Minnesota. Hit me up. Let me know where you're from. All right, pump. Come on, go. Let's go, everybody. We got to keep it going. I know it's Thursday. We're right here in Minnesota. Guys, it's got to be 8:30 by now if it's not. And it would be easy to be tired and not do anything, but we're down here, we're in the basement, the rest of the family's sleeping, we're getting after it. I'm pumping these hands. All right, that's the hot water, right? Let's jump out of the hot water. Let's get right into this cold water. Come on, everybody, let's go. Go. Come on, pump, pump, pump. Like. Go, 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 go. It's so nice having people here on the station, on the channel with me. If it was a regular night, I'd still be doing all this stuff, but knowing there's people watching and the comments and things like that, it makes it a lot easier to get after it. Keep going. Here we go. Come on now. I always shake it off. I try to shake off as much water as I can. I don't want to get the cold water into the hot. I don't want to get the hot into the water cold. Now, we know that's going to happen, right? Some of that is just going to roll down. That's natural. That's fine. And what do people think about this behind us? Take a look at those. What do you think? Would you rather? Would you rather live without music or movies? I have a personal preference, for sure. Or the other would you rather be 50% richer or 50% more attractive? Here, I'm pumping. I pump. Go, 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 go. Come on. Let's go. Let's like it. We're going to hit big numbers tonight. The international contest is no joke. This is a grip contest contested all over the world on the same equipment, the same day, late October. And last year, I did all right. I kind of got it handed to me, and I have no desire to let that happen again. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this tray of ice cubes that you see here. We're going to crack them up. We're going to dump them right into the cold. I want to make sure that cold water is staying nice and cold. Sound good? Any takers? What would you rather do? Super curious. I think I know which way the chats are going to lean tonight. I think I know. Now, I could be wrong. I'm guessing people are going to say they want that money and that people aren't too worried about being more attractive. But the logic will be interesting. I already know it. Here we go. Right in now, okay? Hot water. Pump it. I'm pumping my hands. This is what you're seeing when I'm in there. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just doing this. I'm getting all that nice surface area exposed so the water can hit it and change the temperature of the hand. Come on, go, go, go. Pump, 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 pump. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Like. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Let's get after it. We've got a handful of ice cubes in here, so I know this water's staying extra cold. We're going to keep going. We're driving. People always say, what are you doing? What's this? This is last night when we did that. And those of you on the stream from last night, thanks for coming back. We do this active recovery. This is super healthy for your elbows, your wrists. We do so much grip training on this channel. We're really trying to prove hand strength. That's kind of what we're about. We do a lot of strongman contests, grip contests. So having a great grip is super, super useful. But today we're doing it a little in reverse. We're doing this first because we want to fire up all the muscles. Just putting it in there like this. We're going to show the effectiveness of this because the heating and the cooling of the skin is starting to really warm me up, then cool me down. More importantly, it's just driving in good blood flow. So I'm pumping my hands when I'm in here the whole time. I'm twisting them now. All right, let's show the camera. Let's do it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So here we go. See the color up here? Pretty beige, pretty beige. Slide it down. So that's nice and red, right? It's easier to see on the inside of the palm, which is good because that's what we're going to be gripping with. Same thing here. And I'll even say this. I haven't done any work yet. Obviously, I've done no work. But the veins are already jumping out a little bit. We just started. We're what? I don't know, 7-8 minutes into this. Already have some vascularity. Love it. There you go. Let me ask you, would you rather live without music or movies? Would you rather be 50% richer or 50% more attractive? Super curious what people are going to say. Someone go first. Let me know what your thoughts are. It's time we're going to start with the hot water again. Pump. Come on, pump, pump, pump. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Pump those hands. What are we doing? These are contrast baths. Great for recovery, great for the grip. Honestly, if you're a soccer player, a rugby player, a football player, I'd say you should do this with your feet. It's super helpful. We beat our hands up, we beat our feet up all day long. It's one of the best things you can do to make them feel good. I don't know, do they have spas? Maybe there's some spas that cater to this kind of thing. I'm certainly not aware of it. Seems like there's maybe a market for that. Here we go. Pump, 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 pump. Keep pumping. We're going to do a couple more rounds, and we're going to start the grip contest. We got to go. I want to put up some big numbers tonight. I want to see what I am capable of. Yep. I can hear those ice cubes bouncing around. This is all I'm doing in there, right? That's all I'm doing. Thanks, everybody, for being here tonight. Let's go back to the hot. There we go. There we go. Nice. Yeah, come on. Just pump those hands and just keep doing it. Pump, pump, pump. Jeff Peterson, St. Paul, Minnesota. Where are other folks from? What's everybody up to? How have you been? We got after it last night pretty good on the channel. We're a little earlier than we were last night. Although our regular weekday time is right around 7:30 to 8:30 start. God, you know what? Coming over from that cold water, it feels so nice because your arms are numb. It doesn't take long in the warm/hot water before all of a sudden you just feel all the pain. I've got cuts. I've got some calluses that have opened up. I can show you real quick, then we'll do 2 more sets. But I have those going on, so when I'm sitting there in the water, you can kind of see it. I know, I get it, like that doesn't look that bad. It's healing a little bit, but when you get really hot water, and there it is, and then we've got this, a little harder to see, right? You got a split finger. Now, it'll be interesting when we go over and hit the grip stuff, which we'll be doing right over here. We'll load it up. We'll get after it. It'll be interesting to see how those injuries, how those cuts, how those bruises hold up during it. My thought is, the challenge, what I'm thinking is, by doing all this contrast work, hot, cold, in advance, I actually think it's going to set me up in a really nice position to put up some big numbers, right? We're going to be counting off right there and hitting it. Yeah, it's super interesting. Here we go. Let's go. Let me drop down and hit it again. Cold water first. Yeah, and that's really cold water, to be honest. What would people rather? Let's see if people agree with this. I'd rather go without, oh boy, that's freaking tough. I would rather go without movies. Let me keep my music. There's enough TV shows out that I like that I don't think I really need movies. In fact, I can't even think of what the last good movie I saw was. What about you guys? Do you disagree with that? Do you think movies? If you say live without music, type an A. Just type an A in the comments. And if you say you'd rather live without movies, hit a B. I'm saying I'd rather live without movies. Give me my music. Pump, pump, pump. That's what we're doing the whole time. We're just pumping our fists this entire time. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're going to towel off in 1 second. We're going to start hitting the big numbers over here. Got to put up some big numbers. We're going to go cold. We're going to go hot one more time, pumping. We're going to dry off. We're going to chalk up. We're going to start seeing what we can work up to here. I'm actually pretty excited. I think, even though we've been hitting a lot of grip, and I mean a lot of grip on the stream lately, I kind of actually think we're in place for a good number. I'll go over what my bests are on each implement before I tackle it, and we'll just see where it goes from there. All right, that cold water is very cold. That's great. Adding the ice made a difference. I wish I had some coals or some heated rocks to put in the hot water. Come on, go, go, go. Pump, 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 pump. Now I'm just spinning them. I'm keeping that surface area exposed. My hands are like this. Never like this. We want them like this so the water can come in and get every part of everything. That's all we need. I feel super warmed up now. I honestly do. I think we're going to have a great night ahead of us. I don't know how many people on here are big grip people. Last night was nuts. Felt like everybody was. But yeah, man, hit me. What do you think? What would you rather? I put it out first. I said, and I mean this, I would rather live without movies than music. Man, there's so many good TV shows. I'll find a TV show and I'll just stick with it to the bitter end. I'll rewatch it. I'll redo everything with it. So I'm not worried about that. And as far as the bottom one, oh God. Well, the bottom one's tough because for me, as long as you've got enough to get by, do you really need more money? And right now I'm getting by. Be more attractive? I don't know. I guess I'd rather be 50% richer. If it's between those two things, put me down for that. That's what I think. But you guys let me know. All right, let's twist it. Twist it, twist it. I'll show the implement we're going to use. I'll tell you a little bit about, let's get this over here. First one up is the Little Bighorn. It's a badass implement. It's heavy as hell too, right? Look at that shape. It's conic, so when you try to grab the top, which is what you do when you try to deadlift it up, your hand, it naturally just wants to slide out. Now, if you flipped it the other way, which is illegal, and the weight's pulling down, that's a home run out. Oh, son of a gun. All right, well, let me chalk my hands up really well. We do not want this wet. If this thing gets wet, we're in a bad place. Set that right there. Awesome. Oh, there we go, Jensen. I'm already pretty enough. Well, hey, man, you're in a good place. We can't all say that now, can we? There you go. So Little Bighorn first. Give that guy a like. We're going to chalk up the hands. The implement plus the loading pin. Implement plus the loading pin is 15 pounds. So when I do this, I'll add 2 extra pounds. And that 2 extra pounds, all that means is I'm always going to be at 15. So watch this. We've got 45 on there now plus 15. That's 60. That's not a big deal. I'm comfortable, if I'm being honest. Jensen, what's up? Have you trained something today? Or how about this, buddy? What about the first one? What would you rather live without? Appreciate everybody being here. If you're from last night's stream, thank you so much. It was a great time. We're going to take our Little Bighorn. We're going to carabine it to this, and we're going to start giving it some big pulls. We've got a couple implements to mess with tonight, but we are going to start with the LBH, the Little Bighorn. Here's our carabiner. This is how we strap into the implement. And we've got 105 pounds to start. So let's make that change. Music. So you'd rather live without music? Got it. Nothing wrong with that. I said movies. Not everybody's going to agree on everything. So there we are. 105. This should be stupid easy in each hand, by the way. Now we'll know in a second, right? Talk is cheap. So here we go. Chalk up. I'm going to go to try to get them to the full deadlift. Really, in most contests, you just have to get it 6 inches off the ground, which is very manageable. So I'm going to go left hand first. Does that make sense? It's my weaker hand. I like to get that one done with. Get that thumb wrapped first. That's 105. Now the other way. I'm going to turn it to the right. Get that thumb on there. Then the rest of the fingers and go. So that felt pretty good. There's no reason why we can't jump that up. Just got to get this off first. And like I said, there you go. Thanks, boys. We're always going to put these on top. We're always going to slide these back on top of whatever we load on there. You've got a 0.25, 0.75, that's 1 pound, and this. Because together, when these go on top, that implement and that loading pin will be 15 pounds. And that's easy math. I love my easy math. I know we're going to need to make at least this. We're going to have to at least get to a 25. That still seems like a small jump. That would put us at 130. Let's just go 135. We'll just go 135. Keep it going. A 30-pound jump is super doable on this. So we adjust ours. It's important to me that the people that are on here bouncing in and out, it's important to me that they know exactly the amount of weight we're lifting. 135, right? Somebody give me another crack. So far, it's split decision. We've got Jensen saying he'd rather live without music. I'm saying I'd rather live without movies. My defense, not that I don't like movies, is that there's so many TV shows that almost feel like movies and series. I don't know that I need to go the movie route. We just did our ice baths. I honestly think it warmed us up pretty well. So I'm going to re-chalk. You can see there's not much on here. That implement's already really grippy. Here, we can even go like this. We can probably sneak in a little closer, honestly. Oh, we for sure can sneak in sooner. Awesome. And I think you're going to find something interesting. Watch how I apply the chalk. See what you guys think about that. Oh, there you go, Rob. Live without music, live without movies or music? Yeah. But what's your answer? What are you thinking? Does YouTube count as a movie? No, it doesn't. Wait, are you serious? Rob, are you being serious? You could live without both? That's actually pretty cool. You mean that? Dang, dude. Thanks for the participation. So here's the funny thing. I needed somebody to split the difference, and he said he can do both. So if he can do both, we're still split. One of us says out music. One says without movies. But nobody's answered this. Would you rather be 50% richer, and would you rather be 50% more attractive? And I guess the last question I'd ask our guy is there any particular reason? Or what would you do if you're not watching the TV, if you're not listening to music? So we got the little bighorn. We're getting ready for our international competition. You just got to pick this up on this conic shape. Nice. Do 2 reps. That was harder than it should have been. That's a little worrisome. Let me try throwing on some more chalk. Left hand, you should have been performing stronger than that. Now what we did before, we did a lot of these ice contrast baths to heat and cool us up, drive the blood in. See if it worked on the right at least. We got a double in each. It wasn't the worst in the right. I feel like the right can handle more. We're going to make the left handle more because we're only at 135. And we got to see, now that the season, the King Kong events have been announced, I need to see what I'm capable of, right? So that's why I need to kind of keep bumping her up. To wit, we'll take this off like this. Let's throw on that 45 that's laying around here somewhere. See what the guys are saying. Oh yeah, 50% richer. I have the women that compliment. Oh, nice, dude. Money does solve problems. Women that completes you. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. If you're already married and you're already set up, yeah, maybe it just does make sense to take money. I honestly never thought about that. So, we've got 135 in plates, plus the loading pin and this handle, right? That's 15. So now we're going to be at 150. But is 150 too small of a jump? Yeah, it's too small of a jump. We got to put a little bit more on. Let's just go a little higher. Let's go to 155. Now, this is going to test us. If my left hand cannot comfortably do a double, it's going to be a long night for the left hand and the thumb, right? And here, look, notice where it's wearing off. So that's the area I should pay the most attention to when re-chalking. If it's pulling off there, it means there's a lot of good friction, which is great. The point of the chalk is to bite into that implement. But I don't want to go retest maxes when I'm not naked of chalk. I still have some. Oh, are we opening up another callus? That's not that cool. We've got this little wound going on. We don't feel it yet. That's no big deal. We've got a split in the finger. Hey, she happens. Let me take a couple breaths, respond to some of these chats. It's starting to blow up a little bit. Then we're going to hit that next one. MZ. Man, you're right. Depending on the starting point's a real thing. 50% richer. I hear you. Honestly, though, don't even really care to be rich. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying, too. Like, as long as I can buy the stuff I need, which I kind of can now. I can take vacation sometimes. I'm kind of all set up. Do you really need more than that? Oh, look at that solid answer. Nobody wants to be more attractive. Everybody says richer and can live without movies. So that breaks the tie because I said I could live without movies as well. Nice responses. Hey, out of curiosity, defend some of those answers. What makes you think, God, the chalk is being goofy tonight. Yeah, it's being a little funky. I'm going to have to really bite down on this. A little surprised it's already feeling the way it does. Now, I've traded a lot of grip this week, but that's fine. The whole goal was I want to try increasing the volume, and in increasing the volume, am I going to get better returns in time? So here we go. I'm going to go left-handed first, so I twist it to the right. Let's adjust this because we're at 155 now. 155, kind of an average number. We did a contest last year, and 155 was a very pedestrian number. It's all about thumb placement. Because your thumb is the weak link here, you really want to wrap that on first. Now that's how it should feel. Did you see that? It should look like that. Wrap it. So go left, wrap the right hand on there. Yes! Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Give it some likes. Let's blow this up. Let's make it happen. I'm pumped up now. So we have 135 in plates. Then we go 145 in plates. Then we go 155 in plates. Wait, god dang, that's a 20-pound jump. Because we still, oh my god, we've been sleeping. Remember, we have to add these to cap it off. So let's try that math again. 135, 145, 145 plus 60. Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll make a decent jump. We'll adjust the weight here. The loading pin, this implement and those plates, they're always going to be 15. So you add 15 to whatever the plate weight is, right? 45, 95, 135, plus the 15, 150, 160, 165. This is probably too big of a jump. I don't ever make jumps this big. But like we said, we're kind of just messing around with a lot of stuff, see what works the best, see what fits. Life without movies, for adventure, true. Attractiveness is trouble. Fact. 100%. I don't know why it is, but that is how it is. Yeah, now's the time to get the mat. Yeah, you're right. We'll get after the maxes then, so bump it up. Let's give this a go. I honestly believe we've got a good chance of getting that. But what's more important is that I get it with some comfort attached to it, because my all-time PRs are approaching quickly, and I'd really like to start the training season already at my PRs or just above them. Does that make sense? So here we go. We're going to adjust this up. We got 165. I don't believe in training and in contest to really I don't usually take a lot of time to rest and recover. I kind of just like hammering right through it. So we're going to chalk over. There we are. Great work in the chat, man. We're getting some interesting comments. I'm loving that. Thanks for everybody being here. If you're from the chat last night, thanks for returning. We do this kind of stuff every evening, although it's not always this particular item or those particular questions. To be honest, they change a fair amount. So 165, this is going to be a fantastic, and I mean this, a fantastic indicator of what's to come to me tonight. I'm going to twist this all to the left. No, I'll go left hand first, so we'll twist it to the right. Spin that rack, I don't like it. Stretch the thumb, get all the slack out of that palm. That didn't feel that good. Now we're close to my all-time max in the left hand. That could be part of it, but to be honest, I would have liked that to have felt better. So I know what we're going to do. We're going to chalk. Let's go right hand. We're going to twist it all the way to the left, right? Turn it to the left. Let's wrap our thumb. Now that was good. The right hand felt pretty amazing. So I'm pumped up by that right now. Let's go. But then that's the quandary, right? Like, clearly my left hand is not where my right hand is tonight, for whatever reason, and that's fine. So what kind of jump do I make? Because here's the notes. The most I've ever done in my left hand, was 172, so we're close to that. And the best in the right hand is 181.25. And how do we get there? Because I'm obsessed with using these tiny little baby plates to make my micro jumps. That's what I like to do. Let me read a comment or two as soon as I change these weights. Yeah, a little controversy. It seems like people are kind of all over on some of these answers. We go straight to the 25. So before we add more weight, we've got 135 plus 25 is 160 plus the weight of the implement, 170. So I guess the question is, do I take a crack at 170? Nope, I don't. I'm just going to make the jump. Let me go 172 and a quarter, because if I do that and get this in my left, it'll be the best I've ever done. And when I try it in my right, it's going to be fantastic too, because in the right hand, this is going to warm me up perfectly for the next one. So I always like to double check the weight. 45, 45, 45, 135 plus 25, 160, 162 and a half. Oh, Jeff. Let's try this again. 45, 135. Plus 15, the weight of the implement, right? 15 plus the weight of 135, 140, 150. Oh, man. We have overloaded. we'll do this. That's what we wanted to try. Now we can live with that. This is actually a pretty big jump we just made. I'm fine with it. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Attraction trouble, yeah, agreed. I mean, you could gain a lot of attractiveness with charisma, though. You could, but should be. Yeah, these are great points. These are the kind of questions we should be asking ourselves, right? I mean, why not? Give me 1 second. We're going to adjust the weight on here. Then we're going to go for it in the left. The left hand felt pretty slippery, which ain't great. So we're at 175. We're going to, if we get this in our left hand, it'll be the most we've ever done. And it's 50-50. The right hand feels like it's on fire. I'm loving what the right hand is capable of tonight. So I'm going to really try to get that chalk in there to all the crevices. Seems to not be finding or going where I want it to go. All right, that looks good. That's God. Still a little less. You know what? That's fine. I'll just go like this. Now, we've been doing them to full lockout. That's how I like to do them. In the contest, most of the time, you're only required to get it about 6 inches up. Does that make sense? So even if we don't get the lockout, I'm going to ask the people in the chat, because we do have some grip guys in the chat, if it still was 6 inches or a quality lift. It's so funny. I have all these micro baby plates everywhere. I never make a 3-pound jump, but we're going to do it now. Twist to the right, wrap to the left. Whew. Questionable that went 6 inches. Super seedy. Let me do it with my right hand then. Oh, yeah. Well, that there is only about 7 pounds off from my PR. Hey, those in the chat, did that go 6 inches? I know it's hard to tell when you're not actually here, but I'm super curious what you guys think. Holler out. And hey, if it didn't do that, you can tell me. I'm not offended. I'm actually really not easily offended, but I am curious. So here's what we'll do. We're going to bump it up. We'll go for the new lifetime PR in the right hand. Seems like we probably have it. After that, we're going to bump down a little bit in the left hand. I know I've probably got 2 to 3 max pulls on this implement. After this implement, we're going to do another one I really like. This is absolute torture. This is absolute torture, the wrist wrench. You wrap it up like this, and again, you're still hooking it to this, right? Still hooking it there. But the hard part is, you get your hand on there, and all the strap is hanging on this side, so it wants to turn this way, and it's just up to your tiny, almost useless thumb to hold it in place. Poor thumb. Thumb doesn't get a lot of love. So we're at 175. Questions. My PR ever is 181.25. That felt pretty good. So do I just go straight? Do I go to 182.5? I could. Do I go straight to 185? Let me read some comments, but I do mean this next thing. Let me know your thought. If you're like, hey, based on how it looked, because sometimes I'm my worst judge, if you think you have an idea of what I should use, let me know. Like if Eric the Icebox is in here, I don't think he is. He usually announces himself. I'd for sure just do what he says because he's almost always right. Yeah, that's interesting. You could, but you should be handled well. Charisma means you're smart or studied also. Jensen, hey, I kind of feel the same way. I feel like my right hand's going pretty well. Let's go. Let's like it. Let's make it happen. So, we're making a 10-pound jump with this old plate from LA Fitness. Because this would be a new lifetime PR, I'm going to look at the weight pretty closely here. By the way, this is one of my favorite grip events, hands down the Little Bighorn. So 135 pounds here. Feel free to check the math. In fact, I encourage it. 135 plus 25. Should be 160. Then we have 170 because there's a 10. Implement. Loading pin. Implement. These little plates are 15. That's 185 pounds. So I'm not going to take much more time. I'm just going to chalk and go. Right. Oh, dude, exact right hand. Get that. I honestly think I can. Robbie, I'm glad you're here tonight, man. You joined early. You've been hanging out with us. So let's see. 185 for me would be a pretty good improvement over what so when I did my last contest, I got about 165. What I'm doing with my training, because it's getting pretty in the weeds with grip. Normally I would have trained twice a week. I'm actually doing grip, some sort of grip, about 4 times a week. One of those days is just doing chin-ups, rows, and those things. That's still pretty grip intensive, right? I think we can all agree. Tuesdays, I do all my axle holds, and then I do Olympic holds. Saturdays, every Saturday, I crush my grippers really hard, really hard, really hard. And Thursdays, we mess around, we do a lot of wrist curls and things like that. Ta-da, ta-da. So let me just get after this here. I would ask this of the chat. Watch this. I always like to get the full lockout. In a contest, you don't really need that. But I say this, out of the kindness of your hearts, if I get this, set the new PR live here, would you mind subscribing? That's a little challenge for me. Some motivation on the line. The 175 felt good. That's just all I'll say. Previous PR, 181.25 pounds previously. We have 185 on here. I'd really like to get this. Oh, yes! Come on! Get after it. That really pumps me up. Hey, I get it, it's grip. So this might seem like an overreaction. If you're not like hardcore grip person, you might not understand it, but I'm really working at something hard here that I've been trying to get for a long time. And for me, that's a pretty decent number. Honestly, I don't think I'm even going to ask. I know that I got that. I know that was high enough. So real quick, we're just going to take a step back. Let's do a small jump for the left hand, poor left hand. These have to go back on. Actually, 185, when you start getting 190, I'm not there yet. We saw that I didn't do 190. That's where some of the bigger guys hang out. So here's what we'll do. I still want to get a W in the left hand. So we'll double check it. It should be 170, 135, 145, 155. Plus, right? Plus the 15. What's that going to do? 170? Yeah, sorry, brain fart. 170. And my best ever is 172. So in the spirit of just hitting another PR, we'll put the 2.5 on. And if I get this will be a half-pound increase. But what I'm actually thinking about now, thanks, fellas. I appreciate that. What do we go in the right hand? We can do a half-pound jump. I don't want to do that. I think I just want to go. Do you do something like just a 1-pound jump? Or do you say, hey, just a 2.5? 5 might be there. I'll rechalk and go this. I don't know if 5 is there. It might be there. It's really sweet having you guys here, man. I really do appreciate you. Robbie, I don't know if you caught it last night. We were trying the dynamometer. It was super, super fun. Yes! Somebody who agrees with micro jumps. Somebody who agrees with micro jumps. That gets back to my philosophy of winning the workout. I don't need to go for the home run. I just need to always get slightly better and stack the gains, right? Here we go, left hand. The left hand, I think the left hand actually has a reasonable chance of doing this. So, what you want, a little tip for Little Bighorn. That was told to me by some good people and has helped since I've done this. If you're going to go left hand, which I'm gonna, you want to twist it all the way to the right. Then you're going to wrap your thumb first, and then the rest of the fingers. The thumb's the weakest of this. You want to make sure it's the happiest in the happiest position. The reason why you twist it is because when you've got it going one way and it starts coming up, these plates will start to rotate. The whole implement wants to then rotate, and it buries itself into your palm a bit, gives you a little bit more grip. I'll come back and get that. That pissed me off. I didn't get it. And so what was that? Well, if that was 172.5 and it was, let's do this. That's annoying. not the end of the world. This will be 182 and a half. 187 and a half in the right hand. I know it because as soon as I went to pick it up, I could tell I didn't have it in the right place, but I thought, hey, maybe I can muscle it. It's just a small jump. There you go, 187 and a half. I'm actually I wanted a 1 pound jump like our guy said. I really did, but I'm now realizing that I'm using that plate in here already. This should be 187 and a half. 135, 145, 150. Nope. 135, 145, 155, 165, plus the weight of the implement. There's some smart people on here. God knows we need them. Gotta take this off. You know how frustrating it would have been if I got that and it turned out not to be that much? 160, 175, plus 10, 185. Oh, now I can make the small jump. No, I can't. 2.5, here it is. Let me chalk up and get it. Do I get it? Do I miss this? What do people think? I'd like the full lockout. I'd love the full lockout. I have to get it 6 inches for it to count. What do people think? I think I can get it. I think it'll be damn close. We already hit a new max, so it's a great night. We'd like to hit this one before we move on to the next implement. $187.5. I don't think the right hand has anymore. Let me real quick drop down to that left hand. Try to give it the old one of these guys because I think it's there. I just didn't have the best grip on it. I will say, when it comes to Little Bighorn and some of these, we're going to do the thumb blaster in a second. When it comes to the thumb blaster, you really need to do it often. Not because you're so much stronger each time, but you got to learn the technique. It's a really tricky one. Hey, is anybody else here doing King Kong, the International King Kong? Just curious if anybody else is. So 135, 145, 155, plus the 15. Bring us to 170, so 172.5. Which, if we get this, will be a half-pound increase. I'd love to get this for everybody. I know it's there. That's the messed up part, right? I know it's there. And then you start to wonder things like, hey, if you didn't do all the grip work this week, would you be stronger now? Would you have a better chance? But remember, we're testing the theory. Can I train it way more often and keep the gains coming? Oh, it's your first stream? Dude, nice. Well, I tell you what, man. Feel free to subscribe. We do fun stuff like this all the time. I like the fact that you have the unique answer on the questions too, by the way. The old college try. Yeah, I agree. Jensen's using my verbiage, winning the workout. I did. It's actually a pretty good attempt there. So regardless of what happens in left hand, we're having a good day. $172.5. That's a new number. And here's the messed up thing. I don't get this. That was a full lockout. That for sure was a full lockout. So I probably could have gone a couple pounds heavier and still got it to 6 inches. But we want to win the workout. Thank you, Jensen. Hey, gang, I appreciate everybody being here. I love getting into the weeds. I love when people are in the comments saying, hey, do this, try this. Well, Jensen picked the weight, and he picked the right one on the right hand. I don't know that I was going to try some of these. He told us to go big. So right hand, we are up to 187.5. Left hand. God dang it. I really want to try a little bit more in the left hand, but I'm going to end there. Yeah, we'll shut it down. I want to demonstrate and show this wrist wrench. The wrist wrench is super hard. And if we already hit some PRs on some of these other things, I don't really see a reason to keep going after Little Bighorn. I know one thing. We aren't going to be needing these 45s. Do you guys, hey, how about this? Here's a guess for everybody. Guess, do you know what the world record is for this next implement? Oh, Dr. Pickle Dickle. Thanks for joining us. Love the handle. If you thought that wasn't enough weight, then this for sure is not going to be enough weight. Check this out, gang. This is the wrist wrench. 2 3/8. You're gonna see. I'll demonstrate in a second. But what makes it so hard is because the straps fall down on one side. When it starts to unwind, it just wants to roll right into your thumb. And your thumb, hey, thumbs are great. The thumb is the strongest finger, but it's certainly not as strong. It's not even close to as strong as all the other fingers together. So here we go. Got 25 in plate weight. Man, the Pickler Dickler's here. Well done, everybody. Cool implement. Yeah, it is. The world record on this, regardless of weight class, the most anybody's ever done on this, isn't this nuts, is only 127 pounds. Only 127 pounds. That's crazy to me. Little Bighorn, I think, is what? 264 or something like that? My left hand is, if you thought my left hand was behind on Little Bighorn, I suspect it will be even more here. So, wind it. Here, let's slide it close to the camera. I've now wound it down, right? We'll do left hand first. I'm going to get my left thumb, and the strategy, it's only my second time trying it, the strategy is I'm going to wrap my thumb first, then the others, but I'm going to think about, while I'm lifting, doing this. Because if my forearms aren't strong enough, but if they're strong enough, I could really fight that. This is only 25 pounds, but okay, like not bad. Obviously, I got that. The world of grip, we say a couple things. That 1 pound, a small jump, can be like night and day on things. So let's try the right hand. Okay. For example, let's look at this just real quick. I'm organizing my gripper collection. These are hand grippers. Those are hand grippers. There's a couple layers of hand grippers. Got a couple more hand grippers I didn't even bring into the room yet. But what we were saying a second ago, take this hand gripper. This one is rated 105 pounds. Look at that boss tag. I promise I won't squeeze him tonight. My dynamometer, we went nuts with it last night. My crushing grip's not there. So you say, okay, 105, that's not so bad. What about this one? This is a small jump. Look at this small jump. 98. It's only a 7-pound jump. That is massive. My right hand, I can credit card set this all day, but to do the 105, I actually kind of need to think about it. Think if somebody said this, because people will say, oh, it's just a couple pounds, just do it. And then they fill in the blank with some nasty name. You say, no, I get where you're coming from, gang, but look at it this way. We'll make a 10-pound jump. Let's just try a 10-pound. And then I'll update us here. If you were bench pressing and you walk into the gym and you got 2 plates on each side, 225, and you bring it down and you get it up and it was hard. And somebody says, make a 5-pound jump. You're like, dude, didn't you just see my near max attempt? And that's your chest, shoulders, triceps. And that's double them trying to make 5 pounds. So when somebody say, bro, just go up 5 pounds on this grip lift, you're like, these tiny fingers and hands, you expect them to make that kind of jump? There, soapbox. I've not weighed this implement. I've not weighed it. The other one's 15. This one's probably, and I'll weigh it before the next stream, probably 7. Because this is 7. Yeah, it's probably like 8 pounds. So we'll use the same. We're going to put these on there. We're going to say between that it's 10. So actually, that's a pretty big jump we just made. We've got 25, 35, and 10. That's 45. And brothers and sisters, trust me, I'm not going to get close to the numbers that we put up on the Little Bighorn. Little Bighorn is super fun, by the way. I really like it. I don't know why. This is the one we just did. It's got this cool shape to it. Can you see it? Can you see the taper? Well, yeah, you can see that, right? It's got a little grit, a little patina. And I just like how it tries to slide out of your hand, and you're just fighting it. But I tell you what, friends, when it goes, there is no saving it. And I tell you what, I will show you one other implement that I really like in 1 second. Let me take these attempts, though. See what cats are saying in the chat. What's the world record? Yeah, it is a cool implement. Yeah. Got any crimps to lift with? I do. Lifted. Holy crap. You lifted 55 on 20 millimeters? And you do one-arm chin-ups? Are people seeing what he's typing? That's absurd. My brother knows more about that. He's the climber in the family. He's got a decent grip too. I'm like the former strongman. I may do another one this year. I had done 67. I had a lightweight and a heavyweight pro card. It was awesome. Then my other brother does strongman and he's bodybuilding now. So my brother has all the crimp, all the grip equipment. So I understand generically what it is, but I couldn't say what good numbers are. But if you're doing a one-hand chin up, Mr. Pickle, that's great. Wrap the thumb, then the fingers, and again, cock that wrist. 1, 2. I just want to get warmed up. 45 didn't feel bad. I'm loving that. We'll be able to make another 10-pound jump for sure. Wrap the thumb. Oh, we almost cheated. Oh, so here, you saw how hard it was? Watch this. Watch if you pick it up on the non-thumb side. See the difference when it's going just against your thumb? That's because now the lever, the strap, wants to lever itself this way. My fingers can kill that immediately. Wrist wrench, right hand, 45 pounds. 1, 2, up 3, nice. The reason why we call it 45 is we have 35 a plate weight. Then we have these mini guys in the implement. That's how we arrive at that number. Man, you're a serious climber. Dude, if you're putting up that kind of weight, that's really serious stuff, man. I love it. 10 pounds is going to be a big jump. I'll still get this, I think, but I mean, it's not a gimme. I'm super curious about Dill Pickle Doctor or Pickle Dickler, what he could get. If he can do that, here, let me say something quick, actually. You know what I can almost guarantee he's good at? I'm going to show an implement. So climbers have good grips overall, but I think one thing that they have that some of us former strongmen lack is they have incredible individual digit control in the tendons, ligaments, and incredible power at very odd angles. So my brother just flat beat me out on this. This is a thumb blaster. I don't like this one. You wrap your thumb just on this. Now look it. It's got this kind of flange, so you can't really hook it at all. You kind of go in their sidearm and crimp it around. Sure, you can do that. But I think climbers, they rock at these because they're so good at finding the unique spots, bending the fingers around. They've got the nice flexibility. I'm going to chalk up and give this a go. I don't think I need much rest in an attempt to try that. One-arm pull-ups is nuts. G-Shock. He's like eating his jammies if you're talking about. Man, I just appreciate you being here, if I'm being honest. Nice to have you. Carolina Reaper, that looks like future carpal tunnel. Well, I have some thoughts on that. Let me hit this set. We can get into the future carpal tunnel talk. You know, it would have been interesting. Part of what we do to make sure we don't get that, we did some crazy contrast baths, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. It was recommended to us by a PT and a physio. I like it. As long as you're getting good blood flow, and then we end the workout, not usually on camera like this, right? We're working the extensors on the top, so we're not just hammering one part of the forearm or the hand. We're up to 55 pounds. 55 pounds is not that much weight on this. I think I'll get this with some room to spare. Roll it back down, mark it with a T. I'm going to cock my wrist while lifting, try to use my forearm strength. I don't really have a lot of forearm strength. I mean, I don't think. That's 2 reps. Left hand's not as good as the right, so it should look better this way. Still cocking the wrist. 1, 2. I am right-handed. Probably explains why it's so much easier that way. We'll go to 60 pounds. Because I've messed around on it before, but I've never really searched for a max. I don't really know what my strength is on this. So live, we're going to figure that out together. Here's 60 pounds. Take this off, put a 5 on. This event, and it's fine, a lot of grip events do, kind of favors people with a little bit bigger hands. And why do I love it when the straps are unorganized. Why do I say that? Because if you can get more of your hand around this implement, right? More of it around, and if they could touch, your hand is stronger in a closed position or closer to closed. So when something's holding and propping it open, it's tough to really give it all you got. So carpal tunnel, the biggest problem I think that leads to a lot of carpal tunnel is severe overuse, repetitive motion, and doing a couple heavy pulls like this, I don't believe falls in that category. Or when somebody doesn't, even if somebody does stuff like this and they don't take care of it. So I give myself massages. I do the contrast bath a couple times a week. I eat pretty clean. I get the vitamins. I do a lot of stretching after. Don't usually do it on the stream. It's not that exciting to watch. So by doing some of those things and by consistently hitting the top muscles and the bottom, I feel like I've done about everything I can to make sure that I don't go down that route. Just met someone who had it and I'm scared. Dude, well, Carolina Reaper, it should be not cool. Carpal tunnel's not cool. Oh, Reggie's in the chat. Fantastic. Dude, Reggie, I said the same thing. I can't live without music. I honestly believe that. But there's so many TV series I like that play like movies. That'll be just fine. So we're up to 60 pounds. Should be able to get this in each hand. After this is where it could get a little dicey. We're having some people guess here. Most people have been split here. Not a single person has said they take 50% more attractive. Not a single person. All right, let's do it. This really tests the thumb. It's a thick handle. We're going to put the thumb on there first, stretch the other fingers. We're going to try to cock our wrist during the whole thing. Not easy. I don't know how it looked, but it wasn't easy, I can tell you that. So let's wrap this. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Come on. Gotta go this way, friends. Almost cheated. We're establishing our max, because once we know what our max is, we can develop a training program. Up, yeah. Okay, right hand's still good to go. Now, it might be confusing. This is the International King Kong contest. They have them all over the country, all over the world. That's what I'm training for now. I'm hosting a contest in Minnesota next year, June 13th and 14th, the North American Grip Championships. I think everybody should come to it if you can, compete at it if you can, or at the very least stream it on here. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be fun. I wouldn't want anybody to miss out because I honestly believe that. I believe it's going to be a fantastic time for everybody involved. Let's go up. We'll just make a 2.5 pound jump, and I'll jump right into it. I honestly don't think I need a lot of rest on here. If we were doing heavy gripper sets, I would definitely want a bigger rest. Let me check that. Let's see what I just did here. 25, 35, 45, 50. I didn't even add the new weight. There we go. God dang. I'd have been very, very frustrated if I expended energy doing the exact same thing I just did. The chalk's not really gripping tonight. There's a special kind of chalk that I use in a contest or when I want to hit a big number. So this is a normal block of chalk. So what's your point? It's normal chalk. It is. It's kind of light and airy, to be honest. Well, it kind of looks like a piece of white bread. Nothing to it. I like spider chalk. Spider chalk, when you pick it up, it feels like you're picking up something. You're like, what? Thought this was chalk. It is chalk. I don't know why it's so dense. I don't know what it does. But when you throw that on your hand, you're using spider chalk. I tell you what, your numbers go up. This will be tough in the left hand. I think I'll get it. This is going to be tough. That's why we just made the 2.5. I think the right is still going to be in great shape. Wind it down. Wind it down. Wrap the thumb on first. Then get the other fingers and try to curl it. Wrist curl it. Yep. Still got it. Should be very doable in the right hand. So it should be pretty doable. And I was about to just grab it and go and rip it. Never do that. If you're going to lift something, man, make sure you're using your good form and just keep honing your technique. So, thumb on first, then the rest. I'm already cranking my wrist. I haven't even started yet. Up. Hell yeah. I don't need to hit a big number on this. I need to establish where I'm at. That's all I want to do. Now, if I hit a big number in the process, that's fine. We'll just make a 2.5 pound jump. I don't know if I think my left hand can do this. I honestly don't think my left hand can do more than that. I'll talk about this specific implement in a second. 25, 35, 45, 55. Plus this weighs 10. 25. Hang on. 25, 35, 45, 55. And that weighs 10. Yeah, 65. No, we're good. We're good. Do people know the company Arm Assassin? They don't do grippers, but if you need anything else grip, you can get it at Arm Assassin. Lucas Raymond is a super good guy. I put in an order a couple weeks ago, realized I totally screwed it up. I put in all the wrong everything, and he fixed it. I just called him. He said, I can get that out. I'll get it out the right way. Don't worry. Hey, for the folks if you're on the stream last night, thanks for being here. This is the kind of stuff we do. We go live every night. It's pretty fun. I think it's pretty fun. We do weightlifting, a lot of grip stuff. But our newer thing is these questions. And I'm curious. We've had nobody say, would you rather be 50% richer or 50% more attractive? Absolutely nobody has said more attractive. And honestly, I thought more people would say that. I honestly thought more people would say that. Got my first order. Oh, Cannon Powerworks showed up today. Yes. Santos. Bienvenido. Hey, it's nice. I'm glad you found it, Santos. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out. What do you think about those, Santos? Would you rather live without music or movies? Do you think maybe some people think they're more attractive than they actually are? I'm convinced a lot of people think they're more attractive than they actually are. Does it make them bad people? No, it doesn't. Yeah, Reggie, Arm Assassin was down for a little bit. Fat Bastard Barbell Company was down for a little bit. I still know the guys, so I can just kind of like text them. But you're right. And why is that? Because this time of the year, when King Kong announces their international events, everybody wants to get the specific equipments and hold their training and get good at it. There's over 300 people that compete about it, and you turn in all your results. So, no, I'll talk more about this. I got to hit this first. I'm feeling pretty good. King Kong is contested all over the world, is my point. Multiple venues, must use the same rules, must use the same equipment. Thumb on first. Cock the wrist. Oh yeah, wow, that's surprising. All right, we'll take it. The other thing I can't figure out, I'm doing a lot of small jumps, so am I just constantly warming myself up and getting the nervous system where it should be? Or am I doing the opposite? I might be doing the opposite. I might be exhausting myself the whole time. Either way, this is how I'm doing it. So here's the difference, right? Now it's revolving on the hand side. That's a joke all day. Jeff, you got to make the thumb work, pal. We have a grip program we've been doing to strengthen our thumbs. It actually really has been helping. Nice. Just do a 2.5 pound jump. I'm loving the comments, by the way. You guys have some interesting things to say. The Pickle Dickler actually does one-hand chin-ups, which I tried training those for a while. I don't know that I got that close. I got a little close-ish. I was able to go to the bar and get to about here. I couldn't quite get to 90. I could get almost to 90, and then there was just nothing there, dude. It wasn't happening. It wasn't that close to happening either. I don't need a lot of time to recover on this little guy. We already did the little bighorn. This is one of my, and I mean this is one of my favorite pieces of equipment. I love when they throw it in contests. It'll be at North Americans next year. And I hit some new maxes on it. Right hand might have had a little bit more in the tank. The numbers I put up tonight, I'll check on the website. But I should be top 20 in the US. And again, how many people try this in the US? There's a lot of people that have never tried this that could probably smoke me. But at least in the grip community, that's about where I am. I don't think I'm top 30 in the country yet, though. Let me chalk up and get after this. Let me read a comment or two, right? Boricua. Ya tú estás aquí. Yeah, my climber buddy. Also, I think that's because your audience is men. That's probably true. Yeah, would that change a great deal? Gutierrez, my family, not me, my brother and his family were spring break. They're going to Puerto Rico. Super jealous. I've only been there once. Saw Old San Juan, like that. Bacardi factory. I really wanted to get out and do some hiking in nature. We didn't make that happen. I'm guessing if there were more women, we actually had a fair amount last night. Maybe some of these answers would change. It's possible. Certainly possible. All right. Left hand, the bottleneck. The bottleneck of my life, the bane of my existence. Let's go. Barely got the last weight. Thumb on first, wrap the fingers, cock the wrist. In that order. What the hell? Yeah, all right, well, that still worked. I guess we'll go heavier. This is probably going to be very manageable in the right hand. We already said it a second ago. It's debatable, but there we go. All these warm-ups I'm doing, every attempt, would I have been better off? Would I have been better off just going for much heavier weights? Or, honestly, did I need these because these help prime me up and the small jumps are easier to handle? Not sure. We're not going to take a lot of rest. We're going to keep chopping them out because we've got another implement to get to. The next implement coming up, hands down my least favorite I've ever tried. Doesn't matter. It's in the contest. Here's what that's the wrong word. When I competed in strongman, I found a couple things. Oh, there's going to be a max log at this contest. There's 5 events. 90% of the guys trained their max log. Little stones. Maybe they did some truck pull. Everybody wanted to win the log because it sounds cool. Do you know how much points the log is worth? The same as the other 4 events. Idiots. So allow me to, because I wasn't going to win that max log, but let me work the Conan's wheel. Let me work the Fingo fingers. Let me do all this one because my 20 hours training that is going to make my ability, because it's so technical up here, those same 20 hours, I'm not going to get that response on the log. Your job in a contest isn't to be, it is to be the strongest, but it's not. It's to put up better numbers consistently and beat everybody else. You just have to beat them in certain events by enough points. So always find a way on those events. I don't want to talk. I like talking strongman. I like grip, don't get me wrong, but I cut my teeth in strongman. The point just being is they were narrow-minded. You want to say you're the strongest log lifter, great. Meanwhile, I'm gonna tear you apart in these other events, and they're all worth the same points except there's 4 of them. 25, 35, 45, 55, 60. Yeah, we're at 70 with this. Pretty good. These are pretty good numbers. And remember what we're testing. For those of you who have been following the channel, maybe since inception or even more recently, you know we've been increasing our training volume, which a lot of people said, don't do it. It's a death sentence. So far, because we're doing a lot of active recovery, and we are, it actually hasn't been bad. We've been able to keep making some pretty good gains. Now, that might stop at some point, but so far, so good, everybody. Let's keep going, huh? 67. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, we missed you for a while. Good to have you back, Rashab. I think there's diminishing returns, warming up and doing too much wise. You're right about that. Because we didn't have a previous max, I didn't know what to expect. But now, after tonight, we'll have a very good idea of what I'm capable of, so we won't have to mess with that next time. It's not my intention to train these every week. What I will do is keep working my heavy axle holds and a lot of thick bar wrist curls. That's where I'm getting these gains from, I think. Here we go. Crank it down. Wrap the thumb first. Cock the wrist. This legit will be tough. That was hard. Now, it can angle slightly. It'll be up to each judge, Day of King Kong, how much is too much. But I've seen enough videos, that still counts. That was 70. Left hand will likely fail on the next jump. Right hand should get this and can keep climbing. Yeah, although hard. That was hard. And you know what's interesting too? Right now, this is so technique. On grippers, for sure, big axle deadlifts, I get all pumped up. I really get after it. Some of these are so technique oriented, I don't think there's a lot of value in trying to lose your mind getting pumped up. It's not a deadlift, for God's sakes. So each hand got 70. Now we're at 72. This is where I anticipate, we'll just put it like that. I anticipate the left hand bowing out. I don't think the right will do that. Read a comment or two, chalk up. I'll do a little stretching. Are there other people here? Who are doing King Kong? I'm just curious. And will we finally get someone to say that they would rather be 50% more attractive rather than being 50% richer? Is anybody, at any point, is anybody going to touch that one? I'm just wondering. Gotta come to... Yeah, I've heard about that, Johnny. I absolutely would like to do that. I might ask my brother. I might just say, hey, brother, do you care? Can I just tag along? The wife's full-blooded Dominican. So the Spanish is similar. It's that Caribbean, that island type Spanish. So we'd get along just fine. I know there's cool stuff to do there. I 100% know that. Let's go right into it. Let's just make the left hand work. Might as well. We should do a check. We always check the plates anyways, but this should be 72 and a half, 25, 35, 45. 55, 60, 70 for the implement. Yeah, that's right. This is 72. I'll be stoked out of my mind if this goes left hand. I'll be pumped to get it right-handed. I think my right hand can get this and maybe one more. So they call it the wrist wrench. Arm wrestlers use this, and we're borrowing the concept for a grip contest. And if I can get my forearms a lot stronger, right, they're going to do a hell of a job of taking the strain and pain off my poor thumb. I will one day learn which side to be on of this. Come on. Let's go. Yep, about what we expected. Kept pulling, and all of a sudden the thumb gave way, and you saw what happened. That's okay. We'll get it right-handed. I'll appease the wrist wrench gods and get it left-handed. Hey, I tell you what, if you're just popping in the stream, thank you so much. Put a 1 in the box in the comments. Put a 1 in there if you train grip. If you train something else, just put a 2. I'm just curious who we have in here for fitness level or, what you do in the gym. Oh, yeah. Nice. Take that. Shove it. Well, that seemed pretty good. That 72 wasn't a problem. So let's make a bigger jump. We have too much change on here. We'll bring it back. Get our 25. The thumb blaster is going to be a tough one now. So we're up to 50. 60 in plates. But remember, the implement itself, let's go 75. The implement itself will chalk and go. We won't wait and rest. I want to hit that thumb blaster. Implement itself is 10. So if we want 75, we should put this on. That's 5. 50, 60, 65, plus this, 75. We'll have an idea of what our max is next time, so we won't have to make all these absurd jumps that we're doing, these little micro lifts. I like it. I think it's fun, but as our new guy to the channel is saying, we're probably taxing ourselves an awful lot. I'll re-chalk. Chalk's right behind me. I like to keep it nearby. Supposed to hear back tomorrow or Monday about a big sponsorship for the North American contest. I'm pretty excited. It would be a big chunk of cash, and we'd be able to increase our prize money if that comes through. Okay, thumb on there first. Stretching, wrapping the other fingers, cocking the wrist. Oh, yep. Very hard. Not easy. So we'll go 77. 77.25. Let's see what we got. Now, I have a pretty good idea of what I have an idea of what I can do with a thumb blaster, so I won't have to make all these little jumps, these micros. And then tomorrow is one of my favorite streams. We don't do any grip tomorrow. We can't do grip. We have to save it up for grippers on Saturday. Fridays are shoulders. We get after shoulders. We find a way to do power cleans down in our tiny basement, but yeah. I've been looking for a loadable blob, but everyone's sold out. Yeah, man, that's the number one. Garrett, 50% more traction because I got like... Oh, man. I usually tell people not to read the chat for questions or answers like this. Garrett put up one of the best things I've ever read. 50% more attractive. I mean, because I got like $50 in the bank, so that's like $100 going to do for me. Hell yeah. Well, yeah, that's that. I like his logic. I want to get this. I think I can get this. When we get up to 80 pounds, that'll be very close. I don't know what will happen there. A loadable blob. Let me think on that. Trying to think if I know someone who's selling a loadable blob. Blobs are very hard. We have a couple blob videos on the channel. Our buddy, hang on, I want to do this first. Nah, didn't get that. I don't think I'm going to get that either. That was everything. I actually thought I was going to lock it out, and then it swam on me. So I'm going to put down what I got. The right hand, we got 75. We call the implement 10. Implement 10 pounds. Great. 75. 75 is a decent number, and we got 70 in the left hand. We can live with that. Strip it down, hit the thumb blaster. I hate the thumb blaster so much, but it's at King Kong. Eric Roussine is in charge of it. He came up with it, and he's super smart. He's super nice. He won our contest that we put down in Minnesota. He drive down from Canada. What's the past tense of spanked? Spunked? Oh, fuck, that's not it. That's gross. Well, anyways, he won. He took all the prize. He took a big chunk of the prize money back to Canada. We'll do so here it is. This is a thumb blaster, right? Whole trick. You wrap your thumb around it like this. Try to pick it up. Now, what I actually try to do is I try to come in from the side, put up pressure on it to bury it in there as deep as I can. The other thing, I try to apply a lot of back pressure with my fingers. I am not good at this. I have to get better at it. I don't even like it that much. So I'll just go to 45 pounds. I'll be able to get this. I need to figure out what my max is. I haven't tried this in months and months and months. It's very technique oriented, which usually bodes well for me. I like to try to outthink the competition, but they used this in King Kong last year, and I kind of got it handed to me. We're calling the implement 10. Let's just do what we did before. With these, it'll be 10. So the next chump, we're going to go 10 pounds. So it's 45. With the implement, it's 55. And although that last part was super easy for me, this is going to get really hard really fast. I don't know this is going to be easy. Yeah, Reggie, where were you trying to get the loadable from? Come on, 55. Let's do it. Hey, for the folks that are popping in and out tonight, I super appreciate it. I really like it. I really like having new faces in here. Consider subscribing to the channel. We do a lot of stuff from the basement. We stream contests sometimes, but we get into the woods on some of the training. So if you like that stuff, well, you found a place you should be. All right, let's go right hand. Let's go, because my left is worse at pretty much everything. Let's go left hand first. Ugh, 55. Not easy. That is noticeably harder. I don't love that. We'll make a 7.5 pound jump. I don't feel that comfortable making it 10. This could shut me down. Yeah, this actually could shut me down now that I think about it. So now we're going to be at 62 because I don't have a 0.5 to throw on here. 62. You know what's interesting? We're probably going to end, we might end in similar number range. Chalk and go, chalk and go. We started the stream with our contrast baths, which really helped last night. It helped us recover for today, but moreover, the reason why we started with them today is it's really cold in this basement. I don't heat my basement. I'm never going to heat my basement. And I want to still have some blood flow. So by using the contrast baths, the hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, it really did the trick. Got a lot of blood in there. Well, pretty much everybody wants to be richer, it sounds like. We're not too worried about being better looking. Slide the thumb on first, wrap these around, and then I'm going to focus on pushing my thumbs like I'm going to try to plate curl, which is another thing we do on the channel. And honestly, that might be to our benefit now that we've been doing some plate curling. Still got it. That's cool. 5 pound jump. 5 pound jump can be deadly. We're still not going to wait very long. I just kind of want to keep getting after it. We're testing out if my body, if my hands, if my wrist can deal with the high volume. I've been training grip about 4 times a week now. One day it gets worked kind of normal, right? Chin-ups, rows, shrugs. That does take a toll on the grip. Then Mondays, we almost always, almost every Tuesday, almost every Tuesday, we do our axle holds right in this exact same spot. Pick it up, we rest it. We pick it up, and then after that we follow it with plate pinching. And Thursday's day like this. Thursday's just kind of a random day to get some volume working, to hit something. But Saturdays are gripper. We don't mess with those. We love our Saturdays. No quarter Jim. Hey, man. Did we hit the 225 for the grip strength? Well, I made a short out of it. We got 254. I got 254. You called 225, which I appreciated, somebody calling me out. And I did. I got that. I was pretty pumped, dude. 254 on that's pretty good. I think my crush grip has outpaced some of my other strengths that need to bring up those weaknesses. So we made a 5-pound jump. So we're at 67 now. Not a huge number, but I'm not great at the thumb blaster, so I can live with that. Thumb blaster is a huge test of thumb strength. The only implement that you're not seeing from the King Kong is the grab ball. It's taking its sweet time to get here. Supposed to have it Saturday. If it's here Saturday, I'll show it on the channel. I probably won't try it. Might end up trying it. I really like that one. I've never seen an implement like it in my life. All right. Put the thumb as deep, as far under as I can. Push it up so it doesn't slip. Curve the back pressure with the fingers. Oh, hell yeah. I shouldn't maybe have gotten that with my left. That went up. Same thing in the right. I said I don't like this. It's actually going pretty well. So here's maybe all that volume is paying off. Now this might staple me to the ground, by the way. This might absolutely bury me. If it does, it does. But it actually felt pretty good. So we're good with what do we get? 67 we got. We're up to 72. Let me see. What do I have as my best number I've ever done here? I don't have that. That's right. I don't remember what I got on that. I can flip back to previous note where I may have it. For those people just joining us, super quick question, super easy to answer. Let's get all the lurkers off the wall, off the couch. We love our lurkers. Would you rather live without music or without movies? What do you guys think? No, this is new thumb blaster territory. This is good. This is very good. I'll just go right for it now. I don't see a huge reason to stall. I actually don't think I get that much better with a lot of extra time. I like thinking I've got, the adrenaline in me. I'm getting after it. 72 pounds. My left feels about the same as my right, which is odd, but it's clearly hanging. Live without music. You gotta have your movies. Great, man. Great. That's crazy good stuff, man. The kid woke up, so I had to leave early. Dude, I get it. I get that kid factor. That's a real thing. You're a good dad, though, if you handled your business like that. We have a little over a 2-month-old here, and our 3-year-old, I guess, still needs a lot. Back pressure with the fingers. Let's go. The rule is it has to go 6 inches. There's no way I know if that went 6 inches or not. I'd always rather not give myself credit. So I'll try it again in a second. I'll try it right hand. But for now, the note that gets made in the notes, and this is okay. We're just trying to figure out where we were. But yeah, this just gets credited as 67 in the left, unless we all of a sudden just surprise ourselves. Now what about that right? My right's historically better. I gotta increase the back pressure. Oh yeah, 72. That was hard. So here, this might not be everybody's favorite choice of what I'm gonna do, but no, let me go left-handed again. Let me go left. We were close on the left. I'm gonna make this. So it's a 72.5, which we got in the right. I love taking notes. I go back and look at my notes all the time. It motivates me to try to do better. I'm going to try this again in the left. I feel like I was close. Just got to make it 6 inches. Come on, man. Just the thing that pisses me off is just don't drop it. Just squeeze it a little more. Just don't drop it, and yet it falls out. No, I'm not giving myself credit for that, not for that stanky lift. Let's go right in the right hand. That's okay. We've got some jumping off points. I tell you what this does do. When you don't hit the numbers you want, oh, it makes you want to train harder. The poor axle, those poor grippers. So now we're at 73.25. No need to take a bigger rest. I'll check one or two comments, and then I'm going to get right after it again. I appreciate people stopping by. No Quarter Jim. Good to have you. Come on, right hand. Use those strong fingers. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. That's not bad. We got that. We got that for sure. Yeah, heck yeah. Well, since we got that, let's do this. Put that. Now we're at 75. I love being at 75. That's a great place. Dondro, 50K. Holy crap. We got a guy in here. Oh, holy crap. Well, first, we've got a guy in here who knows a lot about grip. So here's the thing. Oh, man. Dondro, hang out at least for a second so I can say some things. Anybody that comes in here, even if you're a fashionista and you find the channel and you hang out, you're welcome. Now, when you get somebody saying, hey, grip, isn't that like grippers? Isn't that like squeezing stuff? That's like level 1 knowledge. When somebody joins the chat and they specifically say, oh, the thumb blaster, that's great. Then when they say they have a goal on a thumb blaster, you know they train it. Then when they say a goal like that, 50 kg on the thumb blaster is a dumb high weight. Good for this gentleman, by the way. Hey, are you close to getting that, by the way? Are you pretty freaking close to getting that? That's super sweet, man, if that's your goal. That pumps me up. Hey, consider subscribing to the channel. We do a lot of grip here. I'd love to have someone, another grip guy who knows stuff on there. Wait 30 more seconds. Here's what we're starting to see. We're losing a little bit of, from this angle you can't really see it. Oh, there it is. Losing a little bit of skin, because that's what we're biting into it, and we're twisting our thumb underneath. Then we're trying to keep it on the side, pinned against it, and bring the rest of the fingers over like that. Easier said than done. Chalk up. Let's hit the 75. Again, I will have to go back and see what my King Kong results were from last year. I honestly don't remember. So 75 might be a good number for me. It might not be. I know I haven't trained it since then. I know I don't like this event. And you need to learn. I need to learn to like it. Because saying, I don't like this event, it's not a good event for me, that's really not going to help you get any better. So let's have that good attitude, not the poopy pants one I'm wearing right now. But it's been a damn good night so far. So, if the Dondo guy is still here, I'll check in a second. I got to know how he does this. Finger as deep as I can get it. Pinning it there, great. Sliding the rest of the fingers for back pressure. Yep. Got to go up with it. Calm down. We'll re-chalk. This happens sometimes. You can actually see where it wore all that chalk off? That flesh got pinned in there. That wasn't ideal. That keeps my fingers further from the implement, slightly more open. We don't want that. So I'm going to chalk. I'm going to get right back after it. And I mean right back after it. How are you so strong? And again, I know, I come from the strongman background. I was pretty good. But that number you're talking about, a thumb blaster, that's a stupid high number. Well done, young man. Well, you're probably younger than me. Where are you from, brother? What part of the country or world? Well, you're doing King Kong. Hey, if you're doing King Kong, can you help us out? What is a decent grab ball number? I'm going to be weighing, I'm guessing, 190 that day. So, I don't know what weight class you're in, but I'm curious what decent numbers. I'm going to go right into this now. Last time we did it wrong. We got some thumb trapped between the thumb and the implement that may have cost us, or we might be fatigued. Either way, let's find out. Yeah, it happened again. Chalk and go immediately. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I haven't had it pinched like that the whole time. And now I'm getting it really bad. I know one thing, that if I try a brand new technique and avoid what I'm doing, I'm probably not going to hit a number. Yeah, it's happening again. It hovered for 1 second. Hovered for half a second. Well, I tell you what, I appreciate everybody being here. We started out with some crazy contrast baths. I'll show them right now on the camera. We went hot, hot, cold, cold. We did that for about 8 or 9 minutes. We're here in St. Paul, Minnesota, where it's a little cold. I'm going to try that one more time. That really annoyed me. We started with this to get the blood flowing. We think, and I believe this, I think that actually offset the coldness in the room and the fact we've been training our grip an insane amount lately. So I'm going to keep bringing back the contrast baths. They're really good for me. They really help. Let me take weight off to see if it's a technique issue. My point being, I appreciate you guys finding the channel. I hope you take the time to subscribe. I love doing this. I love talking to the folks. Like, look we had a couple new people who knew a lot about grip hop in here. We've got Dando. We're still trying to figure out where he's from. And, I mean, he can contribute. Like, going forward, if I have a question about something, there's a good chance he knows the answer. So we lightened it, and I'm just trying to figure out, why is that getting pinched all of a sudden? Yep, again, that's okay. Maybe everything just hurts now, and it's been like that the whole time, and I'm just now noticing it. That might be what it is, actually. Come on, left. Left's had a long time to recover. Oh, God, and it shows. See if left can handle this. This will be a new number for the left. I'll have to get a new number in the left, actually. Oh, how does that work? Yeah. Yeah, that's a new number in the left. So we got 75 in the right. We got 72.5 just now in the left. That was just on a total whim. It wasn't easy. We'll make a small jump. We'll go 73.75. We're going to see what our guy Dondo said, if he said something at all. Yeah, the thumbs are taking a whooping. The thumbs are getting kind of whooped. I can live in that zone. Because when the stream's done, after I smash a shake, I have to get back to organizing all these grippers. I've been getting a fair amount of requests because people know we hit our crushing grip pretty hard. And I've decided I'm going to go hardest first. So we've got our world classes, the GHP 10-9. We're going to work our way down. And eventually, we get all the way back down here. We're going to have just the super, super easy grippers. Doesn't mean they're bad grippers. They're still nice to have. They're still nice to warm up with. For example, there. Now, nobody can say we didn't not do a gripper tonight. Here's the Sport. Dando guy, even though he may be a thumb specialist, he's probably crazy good at grippers. I'm very excited to do grippers on Saturday. I'm expecting some new numbers. I'm going to chalk up. I'm going to hit this right here. Last chance. We've got a couple minutes left in the stream. I'd love if someone else chimed in. Would you rather be 50% richer or 50% more attractive? What? That's too hard? Great. Would you rather live without music or live without movies? That's what I want to know. You're Quebec, 160. Interesting. I've tried the grab ball before. That's about what I got. I think, you know what? I don't even know. I think that's what it was. Could be wrong. Hey, are you going to come down and, I'm hosting the 2026 North American GSA Championships, right? Day one is at the gym here in Bloomington, Minnesota, Burnsville, Minnesota. We rented out the Mall of America for day two. You're exactly what we need there. You're a good, strong guy. I'd love to have you down there, man. Absolutely. Yeah, bro. Same here. I'm married as well. Being attractive does nothing for me now. All that could do is potentially get somebody in trouble. Not that I'm that type, but let's try this left-handed attempt. I don't know how we struck out at 72.5 and then just not easily, but we got it. Sometimes it's just a technique thing. Or the left hand hadn't tried anything for a while. It was maybe just more recovered. I'll be damned. Yeah, I don't get that at all. Well, we got that. That was 73. So, well, let's go 75. Oh, wait a second. Wait 1 minute. Take this off real quick. The implement plus these shiny plates, which you can't see, trust me, there's 10 pounds. So 25, 35, 45, 50, 60, 62.56. Okay, no, that's right. Yeah, so this was 75 right here. We're good. I feel like our right hand missed this, so my notes might be off. Let's try right hand on it. See if we can earn it. I appreciate people hanging, by the way. I'll say this. Tomorrow we're going to hit a crazy shoulder workout down here. So if you like shoulder workouts, great, be here. I've actually got some pretty interesting things to put on the whiteboard. But Saturday's the big grip day. We get pretty jacked up. We're going to go for a new dynamometer number. And we're also going to crush the grippers that are behind us. So that'll be midday on that Saturday. I can already tell you now, we're going live at about 3:30. 15 minutes on either side of that. How do I know that? Because my wife's having a spa day and somebody's babysitting their kids. And I can't wait to train grip. Come on, back pressure. Oh, yeah. Come on. Do you know what this means? I know what this means. I wasn't giving myself enough rest. Well, that was 75. All the small jumps just caught up with me eventually. Overthinking it. I'm going to underthink it now. Yep. All right. Good for us. Then I guess it goes on. We got to keep the slog going, man. God dang it. Pumps me up. 25, 35, 45, 55, 60. Plus this thing is 10, 70, 72. Yeah, it's 75. So now put this on. 50. 60. This is now 70, remember? Because those plates, the loading pin, this is 70. So that's 75. We'll go 76.25. God dang it. We're having a good time now. 75, 75. If I get this will pretty much be a PR. I don't really have much else to work with. As far as notes, I've never really trained this event very much. Would love to, but can't make it. Oh, okay. I get it, man. Well, dude, there's a lot of reasons. It can be scheduling. That might not always work. It can be just too far away. It can be it's freaking expensive to travel. I mean, all those things are super legit reasons. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take about a minute. We're going to shake out the hands, right? We're going to make this the last attempt of the night. And if we get it, great. We get it. I better update the weight, though. If we don't get it, that's fine. Here's one thing I do know about the Thumb Blaster now. Besides the fact that some humans on this channel can put up stupid weights in a good way, we got a little higher than we did, but the next time I go for this is the 10th attempt I've done in the right and left hand, back to back to back to back to back. That's not the way you set PRs. So when we come back at it another time, which will probably be about 2-3 weeks from now, our big focus is the grab ball when that finally shows up. I bet we'll be able to improve on this. I know one thing. I for sure have never gotten 80 on this. I should be able to get 80. I think I do have the thumb strength. I think it's a technique issue. We're in the put up or shut up mode now. Let's get this thumb locked on. Get that back pressure with those fingers. Yep. Got it in the left hand. So at King Kong, you need strategy. They're all one-handed lifts. If you're right-handed like I am, you don't want to use your right hand in all of them. So the one that I'm going to do left-handed will be Thumb Blaster because it's closest. I wish my hands were a little bit more balanced, and maybe they will be by game time, but strategy is a thing for it. And I'm just loving life right now, the fact that we got that last one. Well, dude, it shouldn't be going easier after it was so dang hard for a while. No quarter gym. Yeah, man. Oh, dude, you having another kid? We just had another one. I get it. Stock up on your sleep now, but you probably already know that. God dang. Well, the contest is slightly less cool because he can't make it, because anybody who can thumb blast that is a beast. We know he's out of Quebec, and we like that too. That being the case, like we said, we'll end it there. We know there's more in the tank. We 100% know there's more in the tank. We just saw me somehow get that. The mistake we made tonight was not resting enough. Boom, boom, boom. We did too many working up. I appreciate everybody being here. Consider subscribing to the channel. I love talking to everybody. I like getting the tips, the tricks, or the comments on these. I hope you learned something, man. I really do. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a sick shoulder day in the evening. Bye.